enjoy this one. What a remarkable play by the goalkeeper. That's coast to coast like buttered toast.
And he's wide open right there.
Right in. He scores!
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the coolest show on skates. It's time for Ice Time. I'm Kathryn Tappen. Spring is here, and as the temperature rises, so does the pressure on teams trying to make a playoff push. And while the weather is getting nicer outside, I'm sure you hockey fans are glued to the screen as the end of the season nears. We have plenty to cover on this whole episode, so here's a preview of what's up first. We'll take to the ice to recap the past week of hockey heroics. Then we'll hit the post to see what's been trending on the social scene. And later on, there's a lad in the league that we'll highlight to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. We have much more in store the rest of the show, but first, there's someplace that we have to go. Let's lace up those skates and take the ice.
Every piece of sweat, all the blood, all the teeth that I have that you guys, or I don't have, I should say. It was just something that I was, willing to, do whatever I could possibly do to try and win.
Score! Mikko Rantanen! It's the hat trick for the Moose! And he scores! Hat trick goal from Mark Scheifele, and the Jets are going to win it. Pastrnak scores! Hat trick!
That doesn't look like a hat.
Marchessault scores! What a passing play!
500th game of the Golden Knights tonight. The all-time leader in that category. I want to start for him and his team.
14-0-2 for Nashville, a 16-game point streak. That is the longest in franchise history.
Now that we've reviewed the news of the past week, let's hop online for Hitting the Post to see the best from hockey social media. Hall of Famer Lanny McDonald is a legend, and it's not just for his time on the ice. Lanny is a huge ambassador of the game, and in case you couldn't tell, he has quite the mustache. I bet the fans in the last row could see it from there. It's a bird. It's a plane. Wait, is that Bowie? Connor Bedard sure knows how to make an entrance. He's had a great start to his career and already has the pregame swag walk down like a true vet. Boston Bruins defenseman Matt Grzelcyk isn't the only employee of the Bruins from Massachusetts. I'm not talking about Charlie Coyle. I'm talking about Matt Grzelcyk's father, John.
Which also means he's building the ice that his son Matt plays on.
I did the old days, they did it all by hand, so they called it bowler.
Is it easier to go from court to ice or ice to court?
Court the ice, because you're picking everything up. It takes them about 3 hours to get back to the basketball. After the hockey game, they scrape it to make sure it's nice and clean, and then they put down these panels here. These are insulated. So this is the subfloor, it goes down first. Celtics court is right up here.
That's the Celtics court?
This is the Celtics court, goes down. They're in pieces.
Marie-Philippe Poulin's initials are MPP, but many fans of the women's Canadian national team consider her to be the MVP. As team captain of both her national team and PWHL Montreal, Poulin is definitely considered a hockey hero. To continue our celebration of Women's History Month, here is a highlight of Captain Clutch.
If you're a fan at all of hockey, you should know the name Marie-Philippe Poulin. She is widely known as the best player in the game.
Marie-Philippe Poulin with her first PWHL goal.
One of the most clutch scorers in all of hockey history.
She shoots and she scores. Leave it to the captain to restore the lead for Montreal.
Marie has made a career in scoring goals that result in gold medals, so much so her teammates and the media have dubbed her Captain Clutch.
A golden goal from Marie-Philippe Poulin. Captain Canada has done it.
It's her third gold medal in 12 months. Marie-Philippe Poulin with a hat trick for Montreal.
If that doesn't say Captain Clutch, I don't know what does.
Before we go to break, do you see what I see? Find out the answer to this puzzle when Ice Time returns. Welcome back to the show, everyone. You are watching Ice Time. Before the break, we asked you to solve this puzzle. Did you have a guess? It's hand pass.
Here in Toronto on the eve of St. Patrick's Day, the Leafs Irish roots of the franchise that date back over a century as they don their St. Pat's throwback uniforms to host the Carolina Hurricanes.
Starting in 1919 and for 8 following seasons, the St. Patrick's were the hockey ticket in Toronto, as that was the initial name of the Maple Leafs. While we didn't see Austin Matthews score in that special jersey, we know he's usually good for a goal or 3. That's why this week we're calling him St. Patrick.
It's a hat-trick on opening night and a game-tire for Austin Matthews. 8th career hat-trick, did not have one last year. How do you like the season so far? It's a goal for Austin Matthews, number 4 for 34. Another sharp angle. Matthews scores. It's a back-to-back hat-tricks. Comes Elander in the slot. Matthews scores. Austin Matthews has the league lead in goals. John scored. Tipped in front. It's a hat-trick. Kicked away from him, but Matthews in scores. Elander goes the other side. Matthews scores. Hat-trick. Austin Matthews. In comes Matthews. Shoots. Scores. Marner stops it across. Matthews shoots. Scores. Onside for Matthews. Shoots. Scores. Hat-trick. Austin Matthews. Did that go off Matthews? It did. It's a hat-trick.
Hats off to St. Patrick. Now back to the real holiday. St. Patrick's Day was originally celebrated in Ireland, but it is now a yearly worldwide party. And while there isn't any current Irish players in the league, the game has never been more global. Get out your passports for Breaking the Ice, because we asked NHL stars what country they'd like to live in if it wasn't the US or Canada.
If I didn't live in the USA or Canada, I would live in Italy.
I would probably live in Italy. Italy.
I'd probably live in Italy. I love the food, the culture, and I've been there on vacation a couple of times.
Probably live in Italy.
Probably Italy. Feels like there's no worry in the world over there.
Enjoyed my time when I visited Italy or Greece.
Greece. Yeah, I went to Greece last summer. That's like my favorite place.
I would probably live in Australia.
I've heard Australia is a really nice place to live.
I'd probably try out Australia.
That was easy. I'd go back home to Slovenia, no problem.
I think I'm gonna go with London, England.
Maybe England. I like soccer.
I would live in Switzerland for sure.
You know, I'm from Colorado, so I enjoy the mountains and that type of terrain. So, you know, they've got that over in Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Switzerland or Germany, maybe? Germany, because my older brother lives in Berlin right now, so we could room together and he can show me around, and I think he's actually learning a little bit of German.
Probably either Germany or Spain.
It'd be nice to like live somewhere where there's good weather. Bahamas.
Definitely live in the Bahamas, Dubai.
I would live in Sweden.
I'll probably be back in Sweden. It's not the best place in the world in the winter, but the summers are hard to beat.
I got to live in Sweden for a couple months, and I thought it was really enjoyable. So just based off experience of it, I'd maybe go there.
I'm gonna say Mexico, I guess. Just somewhere on the beach, secluded, kind of away from everyone.
We'll bring the game back to the States for this next legend. Former Dallas star and Hall of Famer Mike Modano was presented with a statue of himself outside of American Airlines Arena. Here are the highlights from that very special ceremony.
If you took someone to a Stars game, never seen the sport, didn't know anything about the players, the rules, 5, maybe 10 minutes into that game, that person would nudge you and ask, who's number 9? Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Modano.
My daughter Kate said, Dad, you're probably going to cry, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. So just deal with it. I got some mad emotions going. So I'm thankful for Dirk for saving me a spot out there in the plaza. My teammates, man, I could go down to Word. They made me look good, really, on a lot of nights that I didn't look good, so I thank them for that. I can't thank you enough, honey. Thank you for everything. My kids, Jack, Kate, Reese, Luca, Quinn. We feel we've turned Dallas into a hockey town, so thank you guys.
Records get broken, statistics forgotten, and those highlights, sadly, they fade. A statue is forever.
From a former Dallas forward to their current goalie, here's the Ice Time Spelling Bee featuring Jake Oettinger.
What a glove save!
Jake Oettinger, burglary! What a stop!
Jake Oettinger, I know this one. He was my BU teammate. C.
Jake Oettinger, C.
Jake Oettinger, C.
Now I'm just second guessing myself. A.
That's C. That's C. That's C.
Oettinger is C, I'm pretty sure.
I think this one is C.
Otter, I know how to, I played college with you. Jake Oettinger, Oettinger, C.
I know this one's C.
That one's C.
Jake Oettinger, C.
This one's tough.
I think it's C.
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 C?
Oh, yes, C.
Before we go to break, get ready for Skater Gories. Do you know any names that begin with the letters MC or MAC? We'll show you our answers when Ice Time returns, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show, everyone. You're watching Ice Time. Before the break, we asked you to think of NHL last names that begin with the letters MC or MAC. Here are our answers. Do you have any different ones?
Hi, I'm Leon Draisaitl.
One-timer score! Leon Draisaitl!
Hi, I'm Matty Beniers.
How about that? The kid from Boston!
Hi, I'm Andrzej Kopitar.
Score! Andrzej Kopitar! How's that for timing?
Do you get ice time?
Do you get ice time?
Do you get ice time?
All right, guys, we're midway through the show, so let's take a break to find out what we'll be seeing the rest of the way. Up first, we'll highlight a couple of centers who have been tearing up the league in McDavid versus McKinnon. Then we'll hear from Connor himself in Get to Know to find out more about his hockey career. And later on in Hot Streaks, we'll turn up the heat to showcase the Nashville Predators' recent run. We have plenty more to get to, so let's hop on the breakaway with this powerful pair.
Nathan and Connor. Hope you like superheroes.
Two of the fastest players on the planet.
They'll beat you because all of a sudden your feet start moving faster than you want them to.
Breakaway. McDavid in on Thompson. Backhander score.
Special player. He pushes himself.
Individual effort. Not a chance for him on that one.
His stride literally looks like he's galloping. Looks like he takes off like the turbo button.
Finds McKinnon. We know how speedy he is. Got through a check. McKinnon down deep with a shot. He scores! Connor McDavid wins it in overtime. To win it in overtime, he scores!
These guys deserving of heart consideration.
Now that we saw his speed on the ice, let's listen to what the man has to say. Here's Get to Know featuring the great Connor McDavid.
Hi, I'm Connor McDavid. I'm from Newmarket, Ontario. Before playing in the NHL, I played on the Erie Otters.
The Edmonton Oilers would like to select with their first pick from the Erie Otters, Connor McDavid.
One drill I worked on every day growing up was skating. Whether it was on the ice or on my rollerblades, I was always skating, going around cones or doing whatever.
What a spin, the recovery, the shot to score!
favorite way to score is any way it comes to me. It's so hard to score in this league. I will score just about any way possible, but a nice rush goal is always fun.
Gretzky was head and shoulders above everyone else, and I would say the same thing about Connor McDavid.
The teammate I like to play the most with is Leon Draisaitl.
McDavid is passed. Draisaitl scores.
My favorite memory of the NHL is winning the series against Calgary, the Battle of Alberta. It's something that us Oilers and the fans take very seriously.
5 minutes into overtime in Game 5, and McDavid scores! Game winner! Series winner for Connor McDavid!
Only fitting that it would be Connor McDavid get the series clinching goal.
It means the absolute world in this moment, in this building, against this team. It means absolutely everything.
In order to grow your game to play like Connor McDavid, you have to practice daily like these next superstars. Here's Corey Schneider with a breakdown of fan-submitted footage in Chill Skills.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Chill Skills. I'm Corey Schneider. Today we have a few great videos sent in from fans of Ice Time. Up first is Kaysen with the drill that works on edge work and hand-eye coordination. This drill is pretty cool because Kaysen is practicing changing directions while keeping his head up to make the catch. That is not as easy as he is making it look. It's hard to do something with your feet and hands at the same time. Reminds me a little bit of a goalie drill, so I appreciate that. Most people pay attention to stick handling and scoring first, but you can't do anything on the ice without strong skating. Kaysen is practicing skating backwards and turning, something that's essential for all players, even if you aren't on defense. You never know when you'll have to stop or breakaway, so make sure you practice skating in every direction. By keeping his head up the whole time, he's practicing what he'll have to do during the game. Practicing edge work like Kaysen here will give you an edge over your opponents. Keep on skating, Kaysen. Now here's Jace with the drill that works on shooting from multiple angles. Not everyone has a goalie buddy, so you'll see that he put another net in front to make it harder to score. He's practicing scoring from different areas, which is important if you want to be a great goal scorer. If you only practice shooting from one side of the rink, you won't be ready come game time. Not every youth league allows slap shots, but even if you aren't old enough to do one in-game, make sure you're practicing them on your own. Jace, you're an ace with this drill. And here's Jeremiah with a nasty move on the breakaway. His hesitation before the shot fooled the goalie, so make sure you get this move in your bag of tricks too. If you're on a breakaway, you might think it's best to make your moves as quick as possible so the defense doesn't catch up. Even though things are sped up on the break, take your time because it'll probably be your best chance to score all game. Jeremiah here pauses like a true pro and scores the goal glove side. As a goalie, breakaways are always difficult to stop, and this kind of move is something all players should have. Nice job with that shooting, Jeremiah. That's all we have for Chill Skills. If you want to be on a future episode with a parent or guardian's permission, post your skills to social media with the hashtag IceTime at NHL Network. I'm Corey Schneider, and we'll see you next time on Chill Skills. Back to you, Catherine.
From chill skills to dancing skills, here's a great celebration by this Flames fan after scoring a goal. For those of you who don't know, that dance move is called the worm, and it's not hard to see why. The worm originated all the way back in the 1970s, but I'm sure we'll see more of a few worm sellies now that this kid dished out the move. Well, while these next guys didn't exactly do the worm, they're definitely stoked for their first goals with their new teams. In case you didn't see all that went down at the trade deadline, here's new faces in new places.
Chance for Byram, holds it, fires, scores! Welcome to Buffalo #4! In his first game as a Buffalo Sabres to tie it up.
Tanev, the floater from the blue line. Welcome indeed to Dallas. He's got his first with the Stars.
Stamkos is in! Can't get a shot away. Stoll adjusted up. Stamkos tries to center it. Scores! Welcome to Tampa Bay, Anthony Duclair. Slammed ahead by Taves. Good deflection. Middlestad's front. Middlestad shoots and scores! Casey Middlestad! His first goal in a Colorado Avalanche sweater. Edwards trying to tie this thing up. Malkin breaks his stick. It's loose. Bunting scores! First goal in Pittsburgh black and gold, and what a time for it!
Jason Zucker, his first as a Predator. It's 4-0.
Wins that battle. Backhand. What a start.
Before we go to break, here's a bit of trivia to think about. Which two current NHL players hail from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia? Find out the answer after the break. Welcome back to the show. You're watching Ice Time. Before we went to break, we asked you this bit of trivia. Do you know which two current NHL players hail from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia? The answer is Sidney Crosby and Nathan MacKinnon. The end of the season is approaching quickly, so that means teams are vying for those final playoff spots. One team that has hit their stride at the right moment is the Nashville Predators. Since they've been on fire as of late, it only makes sense for them to be our featured team in Hot Streaks.
Don't forget about those Nashville Predators, you guys. Solidly in a playoff spot thanks to this point streak. I keep waiting for them to come back to earth, and they're not.
He scores! It opened up a 4-1 lead. Cody Glass against the Vegas Golden Knights.
They're feeling it. Like, just have that momentum, that mojo.
The Nashville Predators come into Los Angeles and take down the Kings.
First time in Predators history, Nashville has swept a 5-game road trip.
What a goal! The captain going full throttle. Roman Josi backed it in. Add another one.
It's not about how well you play, it's when you're playing well. And right now, they have all the confidence in the world.
Nyquist through the legs on the drop pass to Forsberg.
For Nashville, a 16-game point streak. That is the longest in franchise history.
Well, one player that has been crucial to the Predators' recent run is Gustav Nyquist. The Swedish forward is our featured player in this week's Spelling Bee for you fans at home. We quizzed the stars earlier, so now it's your turn to get out those thinking helmets.
He's such a smart player, Nyquist.
Stolen by Nyquist again. Nyquist driving ahead. Nyquist short-handed. Brings it to the middle. Waits. He scores! What a play! The former Red Wing. Forsberg out front to the high slot. Backdoor score! Gus Nyquist sneaking in to the back post. It looked like it was Gus Nyquist that tipped it. Picked up by Nyquist. From the slide, back in. Score!
Yeah, he's a great one.
All right, keep those thinking helmets on because it's time for Guess Who, featuring a mystery player on the Predators. This other Swedish guy has a pretty swell mustache. Do you have any idea?
Stick handles and elicits boos. Pass toward O'Reilly. Fortunately for Nashville, gloved down by... Darts to the slot. Shoots! Scores! Stick handles and elicits boos. Pass toward O'Reilly. Fortunately for Nashville, gloved down by... Darts to the slot. Shoots! Scores!
It's Philip Forsberg.
Toward O'Reilly and Forsberg. Fortunately for Nashville, gloved down by Philip Forsberg. Forsberg darts to the slot. Shoots! Scores! The Preds win it. And again, it's Philip Forsberg in overtime for the second time in as many games.
If you didn't get that, you're probably flipping out right now. That's all we have for today's episode. We hope you had fun and learned a thing or two along the way. We'll leave you with more action from this past week with Overtime. I'm Kathryn Tappen, and we'll see you next time on Ice Time.
Those are some excited fans. Look at what they found.